Hi there. So here we are on Croagh 4, a site that is located just outside of Croagh village in County Limerick. The site is being excavated as part of the Foynes to Limerick, including a Dare bypass road project. So the site here itself is a trivalent early medieval enclosure. It would have been comprised of 3 banks and 3 ditches all surrounding each other. Trivalent enclosures and enclosures themselves usually date to the early medieval period, so the 6th to 9th century AD. The site itself here, based on what we're currently seeing in terms of artefacts, would put it within that same date range as well. Although we are currently waiting for samples to come back, and there's no scientific dating as of yet, as the site is currently being excavated. So the ditch is filled a number of ways here. What we're seeing mostly is at the base there is an initial siltation. It's where loads of sediment are washing in when the ditch is open. So after a heavy rainfall event, there's loads of sediments that runs down because you're on an east facing slope and starts to fill up the ditch. After that, then above it you're getting an occupation layer, which is when the site is in use. So you're finding lots of animal bones, shells that have been dumped in as part of the occupation of the site. After that closes, you're getting some episodic siltation, again where silts and sediments are washing into the ditch after it's been used. Then, probably associated with the quarrying, we're getting a purposeful backfill. It contains large subangular stones in a soil matrix that appears to have been dumped in. It possibly is the bank material that has been levelled, pushed back into the ditch as part of the abandonment of the site or as part of levelling it after use. So there is also a burial ground within this enclosure as well. There are several graves and burials located in the interior of the enclosure, and also there are several outside the exterior of the enclosure to the south and south-southeast. These graves are early Christian, likely. They are supine extended graves, east-west orientated, and they're simple graves as well. There is a number of nice artefacts that were also found within these burials, so we have some nice grave goods as well. These include an iron ring and a copper alloy ring that were still found on the hands of the skeleton. There is also an iron buckle and also a number of iron and copper alloy objects that have been found as well. This site was also extensively quarried, both in the interior and outside of the enclosure as well, some stage in the 18th or 19th century probably. This quarrying activity unfortunately disturbed and destroyed a number of graves, so we are finding several human bones disarticulated within these quarry fills. Also within the quarry fill we have found a number of very fine glass beads, which also continue to date the site based on our current interpretation to the early medieval period.